Hello, it's Diane. So do you want to hear something funny? I decided that I was going to follow Gail's idea and do, what does she call them? Friend? I can't remember what she calls them, but she takes elements of Happy Mails from people and does a page for them with their name on it so she can remember who sent what, just to help her remember her friends. So I had decided I was going to do that, and I hadn't done it yet because I thought it was going to take me a while to get a binder set up and ready. But then I just thought, well, I could just do one page at a time. I don't have to have the whole binder full of pages. So I couldn't sleep last night, and I started doing it, and I had to go back and watch videos back in my archives. I went back, I think it was a year and a half to 2 years ago, and watched some Happy Mail videos and took notes so that I could go back up into my studio and find some of the things I knew I still had. I've used a lot of it, of course. So anyway, I've had this binder for over 2 years. Over 3 years, and it's a Better Homes and Gardens, one of the Mechanics one, and I bought this at the Goodwill before I had ever seen anybody making journals out of these binders. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just got it because I wanted it, and then before we moved I thought, well, I've got to do something with this or get rid of it. So I Mod Podged on it. So this is just scrapbook paper here. And then these are vintage magazine images, and then this is just a little piece that says The Sweet Life. I know there's a glare because it's Mod Podge and it was with a gloss Mod Podge. So I've had this empty binder. I had thrown out all the pages except for the dividers. So that's what I decided to use. So I went back to Susan Broussard's Happy Mail for me. She we did a swap for a Flowish journal, and she sent me so many goodies with the swap. So I did this page. There's a gold doily here, and then this is a laser cut doily or something, and I've never used those laser cut doilies that she sent me. She sent me 3 different ones in 3 different sizes, and I had them all. So I just glued that on top of the gold. She sent me these alphabet stickers along with a lot of cardstock stickers. So I spelled Susan, then covered part of it up with that doily. This is another one of the stickers she sent me. It says The Good Times, and I wrote Missouri because that's where Susan is from. This is one of the cardstock stickers. This is a piece of gorgeous antique lace. It goes up underneath this, and then I kind of folded it up and sewed it because it was just long, and I didn't want it flopping around that much. But I love this lace, and I haven't been able to use it because I just didn't want to. I wanted it. So I have a piece of it in here now, so maybe now I'll be able to use the rest of it. She also made me this envelope out of printed cardstock. There's a couple more of the cardstock stickers. She sent me a lot of stickers, like I said, and she sent me some journaling cards. So I wrote about her a little bit, about her sending me that on that little journaling card. So that's Susan's page. And then Jill Robertson and I also did a Flowish swap, and she sent me tons and tons of stuff. So she sent me washi tape, so I stuck some of the washi tape here. This is a page from a Korean Bible. This little playing card and this little teeny playing card. And this is an envelope made out of coffee-dyed coffee filter. Oh, I glued the coffee filter to the page and the glue must have seeped through. So I love this playing card that she sent me. So I stuck that in there. There's some more washi. Oh, so I glued that down. That's okay because I only want to stick this in there. It doesn't need to open all the way. So there we go. And then she sent me this, which I loved. She did a little bit of mixed media work on there. It has this image of a couple of ladies, and it says, "Everywhere you go, there we are." I just thought it was really cute. So I stuck that in there. I punched holes in it and stuck it in, and it is a pocket. So that was Jill. And then Lee Pogue and I did a swap, and she sent me a lot of stuff. So for Lee, I used this little pocket here to include the little weekly time report card that Lee sent me. I'll write something on that probably. And I was just using this as a guide for punching the holes. I had already put this index card tab thing in here, so this is a piece of a napkin that she sent me, this die cut film strip. I just wrote her name on there. And some washi tape. She sent me quite a bit of samples of washi tape. And she sent me a few of these coin envelopes made out of bright paper. And she sent me my very first pad of guest checks, which I was thrilled with. So I just folded one up and stuck it in there. There's another die cut she sent me, some more washi tape, and this bird, and a bird egg napkin that she sent me. So that's what I have for her. That's all I've done so far. I pulled out some more from a couple other people that sent me Happy Mails. But here's the funny thing. So I just did Jill Robertson's page. I don't remember if I did it last night or today, this morning. So I got home from the flea market, and there was a box on my porch, and it was from Jill. I couldn't believe it. Let me turn this. So I'm already 5.5 minutes, 6.5 minutes in, and I haven't even started the Happy Mail, which is why I wanted to do this video, so I could show you what Jill sent me. It's a heavy box, and I just tore open the top so I could get into it. I think it's heavy because there are books in there. Oh, she says this may be good for my cowboy book, Under the Apple Tree. I love that. Teacher's edition. Oh, thank you, Jill. And the illustrations are great. Some of the pictures can be used for a cowboy book, but the cover certainly. You see that, Diane Shaw? Isn't that cute? Diane likes the cowboy stuff. What else is in here? Let's just start pulling things out. Just going to read this little note. It might explain something. Look at that. It's so cute. I think she made that. It's a watermelon, and it's embossed. It says, thinking of you. She went to estate sales, but she has way too much, and she thought I could use some of this. Her daughter-in-law had 2 magazines that she was getting rid of, and Jill thought of me. So she's trying to thin her things out. She knows I want to do a circus journal. Oh, so that's what this is for. Well, thank you, Jill. This is some tissue paper. That would certainly be nice for circus journals. Some trim. Oh, this is soft. That's pretty trim. I've said before that Jill was one of my first YouTube friends, or yeah, I guess YouTube or Facebook, but probably through YouTube. Actually, this is really pretty, and there's quite a bit there. We were paired in a swap on Junk Journal Junkies on Facebook, so that's how we met, so to speak. We've never seen each other face to face, but she was one of my first friends in this junk journal community. Ooh, oh, some more of her beads. I love Jill's beads. I've just used up some more of your beads, Jill. Oh, thank you. She makes these. They're made out of rolled paper, and then they feel hard like a bead. They're rolled up tight, and then they're covered in Mod Podge or something. Oh, I gotta see this one. I'm excited that you sent me some more beads. Look at this one. Oh. This might have to be a charm on the outside of my friend's binder that I was just talking about. All of these are hand-rolled little beads at the bottom. These two are hand-rolled beads. This is a treasure, Jill. Thank you. And these are treble clefs. I was just trying to see what they're made out of. Jill, you didn't make these, did you? It looks like it's layered, and I know she sent me some things before that were cut out and layered and covered in Mod Podge, and it looks like it's layered. Did you make these with a die cut? There's two sizes of treble clefs in there. That's awesome. Let's see what's in this bag. A vintage check. The date wasn't finished. It's just 1890 something. Partial payment, it says. That's cool. It's Doris Day. Que sera, sera. Just a black and white photo of somebody. There's another check. 1892. Crown Shipley and Company. Brown Shipley and Company. There's a photograph of a man on a stump. Big stump. Golden Gate Bridge on a playing card. Jill lives in California. I don't know if she's near San Francisco. I love the black and white photographs. I like just tucking them into journals and smash books and stuff. There's some people fishing. This is Los Angeles, California. Playing card. A cabin. Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Corporation, Los Angeles. I was trying to see a date. 43. Some more negative. Looks like children. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm not going to open them. These are 1939 and 41, these letters, but there are letters inside, so I will open them and look at them. Tulsa Public Schools in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Vocational training record. This person has my highest recommendations for any job in bench fabrications. I like all this old vintage stuff. This is 44. Doak Aircraft Company. War Production Plant. This card to be surrendered upon termination of employment. Looks like she didn't surrender the card. She was born in 1921, and this card is 1945. It's a handsome man. Commissary. There's the same woman. Charleston Army Air Base. This stuff is so cool. Officer's Mess for Louise Dame. It's that same woman. Louise Dame, supplemental mileage. Employees' payroll record and receipt for Clifford Dame. American Bridge Company, Trenton, New Jersey. This is to Deer Cliff, so that must be Clifford Dame Lawrence. That's cool. Lawrence's letter written to Cliff at New Jersey. Okay, well that was fun. I like all that vintage stuff. It makes you wonder about the people, doesn't it? Sentence Cube game, so a vintage game pad That's really fun. I love game pads, especially if they're vintage. Oh, stuff for the Circus Journal. Popcorn. I think you sent me some of these before, Jill. Because I had some. They must have come from you. Look at these. Oh, there's something in there. I love these. Oh, Jill. Oh, thank you. She sent me some of these before, and I loved them. Oh. Oh, that's wonderful. So she has a stamp. Her friend has a stamp that makes these tickets. And she stamped them and cut them out. She even cut out that little divot at the bottom. Oh, Jill, thank you. I love those tickets. Faux postage. 12 pieces. That's fun. And they're old photographs. That's a man in a bird suit. Thank you. And more popcorn bags. Quite a few there. Baby's diary. There's a nice old photograph. This is a 1926. Is that what it says? 25. Baby's diary. The baby here was born in 26. Aww. Irma Jean. The presents that people gave. The baby weighed 8 pounds, 8 ounces. These drawings, paintings are beautiful. This is so precious. She sent me some hearts, some borders. She punched out the hearts. These are pretty. And then she border punched them too. Oh, this is nice. That's a lot of punching. Thank you. Definitely use those. Here's a big book. Our baby's first 7 years. 1928. Oh, this is revised. 1943. So, the daddy is Clifford Dame and the mother is Louise Dame. So this goes right along with all those vintage receipts and all those things. There's some things punched out. There's pictures. Oh, this is cool. Oh, look at all this. Letters. Oh, this is precious. Thank you. I'll have to take a better look at that when I have time. Project Calm. I think I've seen this magazine at Barnes & Noble. Cool. Look at that. Delight in the little things. That's pretty. This will be a fun magazine to look at. Ooh. That's neat. Thank you. Okay, a spiral spelling tablet. Oh, somebody drew in it. It's got phone numbers in it. Look at this. Numbered. It's got a place for the pupil's name, how many were correct and how many were misspelled. Write misspelled words on the other side, it says. Quite a few sheets. That's fun. I love that. Boy, no wonder this box was heavy. Now there's some books and magazines. This is a book that Shannon Green told so many about. Great for glue books. The other two need no explaining. Bella Grace and Calm, probably. Communication Arts. Oh, fun. Oh, yes. This looks like something Shannon Green would want to use. If you're not familiar with Shannon Green, she has a YouTube channel and she does all kinds of fun glue books and collage books and mixed media, and you should go check out Shannon Green. That is a fun book. And then there's a Bella Grace magazine from 2015. And I like Bella Grace, so I will be reading that and then using the pages. Ooh, These are good size, nice big ones, and they look pretty old. Some bingo cards. Some postage stamps attached to bits of envelope. This one, baby book. Better Homes and Garden baby book, prenatal to 6 years. So this isn't one for keeping records, it's about taking care of your baby. I guess you can keep records in the back. Well, that's fun. Great. Okay, the box is empty now. All from when my kids were in school. Wrapping paper samples from doing sales at school. Cool, wrapping paper samples. Just in time for Christmas journals. Cool. Little chipboard pieces to write on. Their journaling spots made out of chipboard. It's pretty. That's nice. And if you feel like chipboard is too thick for what you want, you can just peel it and then glue down a thinner layer. These are nice. I like journaling spots. So, are these your kids' things? You said it's from when your kids were in school. So, Weekly Reader. I remember the Weekly Reader when I was in school, and this is 1990, so it's not that old. So there's a bunch of Weekly Readers in here. A New Kind of Monkey. So that probably has some fun stuff. And then, oh, there's some more wrapping paper. Just some printable pages, printed pages for school kits. You can cut those squares out and use them. Cool. Thank you so much, Jill. You know these things will get used, and I really appreciate you thinking of me. So, I'll have to do another page for you and add some of this stuff. I'll definitely use some of those. I like them. Okay, so thank you, Jill, and I will be back with the haul that I brought home from the flea market. Bye.